Peschiera is absolutely beautiful. It's a very small little town, very compact and charming. If we have a look down this street here, you can see this is the old town down here. There are loads of little nice cafes and shops down there amongst all the winding lanes. And we're going to walk down here and head for the river at this point. We're just heading towards the river now. So this is the very charming riverfront of Peschiera, gang. It's got some nice little boats and crucially some lovely pizzerias and restaurants on the other side of the riverbank there. Looking down that way is the ferry port that we're going to get a ferry to Sirmione shortly. This little spot has got lots of restaurants and cafes along the riverside. It's nice to walk under the shady trees of the little riverside. If only English resorts could be like this. So Peschiera Old Town is a bit more shabby chic than some of the other resorts on Lake Garda, but it's very authentic and very charming nonetheless. Well, we've just got on a ferry to Sirmione. So gang, the ferry trip to Sirmione is absolutely spectacular. You can see the majestic mountains of Lake Garda in the background there as we head slowly but surely down the lake. So we just got off the ferry at Sirmione and it's absolutely beautiful here. We're in a lovely little square full of the usual pavement cafes, bistros, ristorantes. Gang, the views from Sirmione are absolutely stunning over Lake Garda. We're just next to the castle here and the views are absolutely amazing. So the area around the castle is very charming, very busy even in September, which is technically the end of the season. So this is the Castello Scaligero, which is the castle of Sirmione. Well, today we're going from Peschiera across the lake to Bardolino. So we've arrived into Bardolino and it looks very glamorous and charming like all the other Lake Garda resorts. We'll check out the old town now. Bardolino is a very charming place on this sunny day today. Very charming old town by the look of it. So far I think Bardolino is one of the most charming resorts on Garda. We've been to Garda Town, we've been to Peschiera, we've been to Sirmione, and they're all very nice places. But Bardolino in particular is very nice. Well, gang, you wouldn't think it's going to be October in a couple of days, the way that Bardolino is still living the lovely warm outdoor life. Lots of sunshine. The weather at this time of year can be quite changeable. We've had quite a few little showers that last for half an hour or an hour, and then you get lovely sunshine like this for the rest of the day. And sometimes it rains a bit at night as well. Maybe that's the time of year, or maybe it's just because you're in the middle of the Alps here, so it is a bit changeable. But generally the weather's been really nice so far. Staggering views of the mountains up there, absolutely beautiful place. Well gang, today we are in Garda Town, where Lake Garda gets its name from, and there's some very charming little side streets full of lovely tourist shops and cafes and restaurants. So you enter Garda through this little medieval gateway and enjoy the little side streets. We're now heading towards the lake where the ferries go from. So we're now leaving Lazise at quite a brisk pace, heading back towards Peschiera. Well, we're walking along the elevated walkway over Lake Garda today, which is just above the town of Peschiera, and we get a grand view over the lake with those lovely umbrella pines down there. It's very typical of Italy. This side of the town is given over to holiday chalets and little hotels. On the lake down below there's constant ferry activity. Ferries going to Lazise, Bardolino, Sirmione and all the other lovely places along Lake Garda. Well, this is our last full day at Lake Garda. It's very charming weather, pleasantly warm, about 20 degrees today. Slight mist over the mountains. We've really enjoyed this holiday. Staying at either Peschiera or Sirmione is quite useful in the sense there's a railway station in those towns and you can easily get to Verona, Venice, Milan, all sorts of places inland as well as on the sea. The weather has generally been very charming, warm and sunny. We've had a bit of rain though. I think on 3 evenings it's absolutely thrown it down about 7 o'clock in the evening, but during the day it's mostly been sunny and warm.